Welcome. We're in the kitchen. Y'all want to join us in the kitchen? Maddie's left. Want to join us in the kitchen? No, we in the kitchen. It's afternoon time. Kitchen medicine cabinet. She said, hit that like button. Share the stream with someone you think would like this kind of content. Being in the kitchen, making some stuff, learning some stuff about nourishment, nutrients, the how-tos, the what happened. Got questions? We here. We might have some answers for you. When I'm MrsSheSaid, kitchen medicine cabinet. One half of a tribe called Harris. He said, she said, love and abundance. Also promote conscious parenting. Yes, we got a lot of content. So if you don't mind going over to a tribe called Harris, checking it out. And if you like it, subscribe, become a member so you can open up those doors to that other content. It's a lot going on over there. So here's where we return to what we were never taught, but always needed. Here in the kitchen, the kitchen becomes the place of healing, nourishment, wellness, womanhood, and everyday remedies for the family and for yourself. So we're going to make some granola. Want to join us? Ran around and picked up some nuts and things that I didn't have. Couldn't find no pumpkin seeds. This is crazy. So I have to probably make a trip tomorrow and do that. I hope everyone is well. Come in, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me send this out to people so they know we live, because shadow ban and notifications don't be happening. So if you over here and you have subscribed, be sure to hit that notification bell and hit all so you don't miss being live, because I'm always in the kitchen and I'm never sure when I'm going to just click this button. I'm going to go live on Facebook in a minute, but let me share this out real quick. I appreciate y'all. Share with someone. We're going to make some. If you like granola, I was in the store today and I was looking at the packages, and it's just a lot of artificial flavorings and such. So I can't deal with any of that stuff. I need to know what's going in mine, and it tastes better. It tastes really good. So. It tastes good. So y'all can chill with us for a minute. Make sure you hit that like button, tap the screen 2 times, y'all. Hit that screen 2 times so the algorithm can pick me up. Because we in the kitchen, we're going to make some granola. I got some dried turmeric, lime, and ginger, and dried ginger and lemon that I'm going to put in separate jars because I use it later for tea. Hey, Vita. How are you? Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to be in the kitchen, learning some stuff. MrsSheSaid, kitchen medicine cabinet. This is like if you have a Keurig, you can pack that. It's just dried. I keep the pulp and I dry it out 200 degrees in the oven. Few minutes. You can test it to your dryness, but let it be dry and you can pack it in here. It's like the Keurig cup. There's some organic coffee in there with some ashwagandha that I had earlier today. So it definitely needs to be rinsed out. But if you're having like just warm water to get your gut stabilized, that ginger and lemon is good. Ladies dealing with a lot of inflammation and on top of the gut issues, the turmeric, ginger, and lime with a pinch of pepper. The pepper enhances the turmeric. So. See, you can pack it in with whatever, your teas or anything like that, and use your Keurig. Right? I was sharing this out. I'm sure. What happened? Maddie's over here to the side. She finished some workbook stuff, so she's in the kitchen too. She may present herself. Drain. D-R-A-I-N. Just playing the word game. I be sitting there too. It be small words like, what is going on? I'm sharing this out. I appreciate y'all pulling up, popping in. When you come in, please hit that like button. Check out the content. I don't have a lot just yet. We're a new channel. You can check out a tribe called Harris. It is an abundance of content over there. Husband and I talk about a lot of stuff with our sister Red Lipstick Vibes as well. You can also check her out. I wouldn't have the patience with that. To make it, it's really not hard. So watch how fast we do it. I'm just sending this out real quick. I appreciate y'all chilling with me. Let my people know I'm live because we want to know what to do in the kitchen. It's not an easy task to reclaim your kitchen and get the nourishment that your body needs. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Let me see. Can I call you Raul? Because the rest of it, that's a Raluak Alexandra Gure. I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Share the stream with anybody you think would like it. Let me copy this and send it to my sister. And hubby's working in the background. So if you hear combo, that's him talking to some clients. Work for the bank. I'm a chaos coordinator. I go to people's house and coordinate some chaos. Most of the clients I have may have, some ailments. It's not always right. They just need some tidying because I don't keep clients who just nasty. We're not doing that. How's the day today? It's rainy. We're in Maryland, in USA. It's rainy. It's been a nice day. I got my gut in order over the past 2 months. I've been trying for years, but never really had the real tools. So I learned a lot, and I opened up the kitchen medicine cabinet to come talk to y'all and share. So we're going to make some granola today and discuss some other stuff. If you got any questions, put them in there. I'm very open to discussing it. It's freezing for me out. Ooh, where you at? We used to live in the Adirondack Mountains. So I know what freezing is. Yeah. Negative 29 was probably the coldest. Okay, you in the UK. Peace to you. Oh, welcome. We're here in the US, in the kitchen. Any fruits or veggies there that we wouldn't have here at all that carry a lot of nutrients that you can share with us? Because I'd appreciate it. I like to learn something new. I just got a yucca root. For me, it's going to be French fries tonight. I'm going to use that as French fries instead of having the processed bag French fries. I do have yellow potato, but I wanted to try this. So we're going to do that. We can also use turnips as French fries, carrots as French fries. So just some suggestions. Same way, salt and pepper, a little oil, bake them in the oven. Cornstarch or arrowroot powder will help to give it a little crisp. Okay. One more. I don't know if my girl. She don't. And I can't do it from this phone. Send it to my girl. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna make some granola. So if I don't see your chats, I'm not looking. Thanks for joining, Vita. Share with your friend, anyone who's, trying to find that comfort in the kitchen. I got my little jars to put this stuff in. This is the dried turmeric, ginger, little pinch of powder, pepper, little pinch of powder, little pinch of pepper. It enhances the turmeric. This one's for me. The other one I made for my husband, which was just ginger and lemon. All good for the gut. Morning time. The last live I had, I believe I was making the shots. I was making the ginger lemon shots and ginger turmeric and lime shots with pepper. You want to see what it looks like? ginger, lemon, ginger, turmeric, and lime shot. And if you feel like it's too concentrated, you can always add more water or coconut water to thin it out a little bit. Okay. I got a smoothie too that I'm gonna have. So let's get this granola started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Got a bowl. Right, you definitely want a bowl. Old-fashioned oatmeal, organic, good source of. So we make the granola so we can have a good source of fiber. I don't eat meat. Everybody in the house are meat eaters, which is fine. I cook it, clean it, I do all that stuff, but I just don't eat it. It's been about 2 years for me. I wasn't eating properly, caused some malnutrition, causing a lot of issues. So I had to learn nutrition. I had to learn to nourish my body properly. So I learned a lot. So I'm in the kitchen medicine cabinet to share with y'all what I learned. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully you learned something. If it's something you can teach me, please. So we're gonna make 3 cups. We use 3 cups of oats. We're gonna use 3 cups of oats. Ain't no perfect, you know, it's gonna fill the whole pan and it'll break up like a big old cookie. Big old cookie. How you doing over there with those words? Your screen looks dark, it's okay?
I'm trying to get rid of an app. I can't find it. The AI music thing. Because I have it, I just don't.
What you mean trying to get rid of it? Trying to delete some
Yeah.
apps? Well, delete the ones that you don't use. Doesn't it have it like least used as far as what you can choose from? Got some oats in there. I add a lot of nuts, so be mindful of the nuts that you can and can't have. Some organic unsweetened coconut flakes. It's gonna go in this granola. Got a little bit of coconut just, and we use coconut oil too. So coconut oil will be in here, the granola, whatever nuts. I'm gonna use cashews, flax seeds, sliced almonds. I might chop up some walnuts. I have pine nuts you can put in there, and some chocolate. And we have the whole hemp seeds. So all of this stuff is a lot of nutrients. I don't usually measure the coconut. I just take a handful and put it in there. But for purposes for y'all, let's go with 1/3. All right. Let's go a little bit, just a little bit. We like the coconut. Right, you like the coconut? Oh man. And your base is syrups. We use healthy syrup. So we got molasses, blue agave, maple syrup. I haven't been using honey, but I might use a tablespoon. I haven't been using it though. Don't have a brand new, okay, because that don't look like it's gonna be enough. So we got another one. And also the base would be your nut butters. So we have almond butter, and we have tahini butter, and we have pistachio cream. All of these things is gonna go in this granola. That's what we're gonna do. So I usually put my coconut oil and the almond butter because these are smooth. I don't need to like melt them down. But almond butter, I think this one is nice, liquidy too. It's kind of liquidy. And we are coconut oil. Coconut oil, man!
Oh, here.
You see, I got 3 cups, so you go with We're gonna go with 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. We're gonna melt it down with the butter. So easy to spread. This we make at least every 4 days. We got a granola. Music in the background. 1,000 watts radio. 1,000 watts radio. Check them out. Got some good tunes over there. Relax. Tunes.
Hey, Mom. Where's this one? So I click on this. That pops up.
Maybe phone library for this device. I'm not sure which is. I'm sure we have included correct. Where is it at? Hold down, unpin, uninstall. See? So any of the ones you don't want, if it's on the front screen, just hold it, and then it'll show you to uninstall. See me looking for the butter. Yeah, it is a little thicker at the bottom, so let's take the bottom. And I do maybe 2 big tablespoons. Let's go with 2 big tablespoons of all the butters. Okay. Abundance of fiber and protein. The flaxseed is going to help balance the hormones, so that's quite important to have. Nice late night snack, you know, some pistachios or some warm nut turmeric milk. Helps to sleep, helps fight inflammation, and it's best at night. So if you make nut milk or have nut milk or almond milk, you can warm it up, hot, sprinkle some turmeric or slice the turmeric and put it in there and let it warm. Let's see what happens. Might help you sleep. Hey, Tom, welcome, brother. Appreciate you pulling up and popping in. If you knowing how to make time to be healthy, he said, let's go. This right here, what my sister is doing is what a lot of women say they don't want to do, which is knowing how to make time to be healthy. Yeah, even with me trying to make time to be healthy, I wasn't. I ate healthy, but it still wasn't giving me enough nutrients. It wasn't giving me, the good carbs that I need, the good fat that I needed. So it was reflected in how I felt, absolutely. The hands, just everything. Every menopause symptom you could think of, crazy. So I didn't want that. Let's soften this up a little bit in the microwave. I rarely use the microwave. It's soften it. So we got that butter, got the tahini, and the pistachio cream. We will also be putting in this granola to give it this beautiful taste, right, Maddie? At first, Maddie was like, Now that's morning breakfast. Y'all know granola? If y'all want to support the channel, you can Cashapp TshirtsbyNikki. Got on the green jacket and some shades. It's an older picture, I'm just saying. But it's Mrs. Nikki Harris. That's what it should say. But T-shirts by Nikki, Cashapp. And Tribe Called Harris, we are monetized. So over there, you can donate by way of, gifting super chats, super stickers, being a member. Become a member, you can have access to some good original content. Husband and wife building for years on these platforms, answering a lot of questions that, couples, families may have raising children. We did a whole series of promote conscious parenting with tips and strategies to help, raise resilient children, who have those characteristics of being a kind, decent person in our society, which is not easy. They have to be trained up. They have to be taught young, guided, and steered. You need to model the behavior and show correction when needed. It's necessary. So, I always enjoy being in the kitchen. When I look back, In my childhood, the building was done in the kitchen. Somebody was always cooking somewhere. Even in the homes where we were bothersome, I'm like, y'all go outside, get out of here. Somebody was cooking. Something was happening in the pot. I'm just stirring up the almond butter and the coconut oil together.
Can I smell it?
You can smell whatever you like. Maddie's chilling in the kitchen with me. She finished her workbook stuff. There's 2 sprinkles of pink Himalayan salt. I want a little salt in there. You can pour that in. And I'll pour a little bit of tahini.
Can I just pour all of it in?
Yeah, you can pour it all there. All of that is going in. I think my last episode was about nutrition before us making the shots. So if you're interested in knowing, nutrition, micronutrients, macronutrients, and that stuff, go check out my content. A couple of shows before this one. Thank you, man. So we pour that in there. This is the tahini butter. Tahini. I didn't know what that was. But it's just grounded sunflower seeds. Pure ground sesame seeds is tahini. That's why it tastes like that. It makes sense. Good. You wasn't able to download because you had too much? Yeah, after that. Okay. So we're going to do the same, the 2 tablespoons of this butter. I don't know if y'all like them tunes in the background.
You can hear it.
Yeah, you gotta have it low. You don't want it too loud to overdo what I'm saying. You hear Mr. He said in the back? If Mr. He said, if these women can find time to buy weaves, get their nails done, buy makeup and go shopping and complain and make exception lists for the men and using taco sauce and spaghetti. Now that's a damn shame. Hey, Mr. He said is my husband and he's building. So salute to you, working hard, making this granola so you can have some. Oh man, they had no granola this morning. What's going on?
They're even tearing up that pistachio cream.
You see it, right? Yeah, if y'all don't know about the pistachio cream, you better ask for that. And this brand in particular is pretty good. I think where was it at? Where the grandma was at? In Costco? I know where I got it from, but I think they sell it in Costco. Grandma was in Costco and she saw it. They had it in there. I'll probably only do one that. Yep, I need one of them movable cameras so it can follow me around the kitchen because I have a herb cabinet. I have seed and nut shelf, roots. We got plants outside, so something that will be able to follow me around. Bread making machine too. Just saying. Somebody to teach me how to do bread. We can go live together and make this sourdough bread. I tried, it just didn't come out right. I'm a little defeated when it comes to the bread. I ain't mastered that. We trying though. So anybody wanna, join me and go live so we can learn to make some bread? Anybody wanna teach me how to make bread? Who wanna join my live and teach me how to make some bread? 18. Where 18 at? I heard 18 is making some bread out there. Let's go, sis, make that bread. Some molasses. Get the molasses out your ass. Remember they used to say that? That's what they mean. Look how thick that is. And I sat it in warm water to loosen it up because I want to use it all.
What do you say?
I got a whole nother jar. Just saying. We want to use it all.
What do you say for your molasses?
Get the molasses out your asses. That means you're moving slow. You're moving too slow. Okay? Nobody playing with y'all. And molasses has nutrients as well. If you need to switch sweeteners, molasses is a good one. You got some magnesium. I think it has manganese. It doesn't say it on this one. I get this from a Middle Eastern store. molasses. And they got that black molasses. It's very different too. All right, we got that in there. I usually just pour. Don't usually measure my syrups. Well, let's do it for y'all. This is the blue agave. Agave, right? Don't judge me for licking the cream pistachio.
I don't judge you.
Maddie, you're gonna judge me. Let's do 3.
Maybe one of the
3 tablespoons. That's 3 tablespoons of the agave. Raw. You got a lot of people trying to get rid of Roblox. I know you don't see anything like that. And I'm glad we never let her play it.
I know that lots of people play Roblox, but then it can lead to like some
Even when you turn off your chat and all of that. We're going to do 3 tablespoons with the maple syrup too.
You don't even notice.
So the more syrup, and because I used the coconut oil, all of that is going to give it the crisp, the granola crisp. So it's not all crumbly and stuff.
Yes. Okay.
Dice almonds. And the honey just a little. Because for some people, honey can cause your glucose to work overtime, you know? So be mindful. People with diabetes, be mindful of the honey intake as well. Trying to get all that. I got all my syrups in there. I got my butters in there. Got some chocolates. This is the dark chocolate. I like this brand. This one, it says 60% cacao. It just tastes really sweet. So we'll go half and half. And since the Hershey's are pretty big, I usually chop them in half. So you don't have too much big, overwhelming chunks of chocolate. You know, I like it. And me and Maddie did an episode making chocolate. So if you want to check out some of that content, feel free. Jumping in to wash your dishes. We're not gonna mix it. Let me chop up this chocolate. Chocolate. Because we got our main cutting boards. Can you turn the oven on for me, please? So we can put this right on in the oven. I'm gonna go with 2 blueberries. Okay? I'm gonna do half of that and half of the other. And we're gonna cut them in half so it'll be small pieces. The cacao chocolate. Oh, hook them up. Thank you. All right. Slow it down. There you go. Taking the rest. And it's very tedious when I do it. It is. Like this. Butters off the counter.
It's not actually big.
Just take them open. All right, we just chopping up this chocolate, and I should hydrate. Remember to do that. Sometimes you be on these podcasts and I don't see you hydrating. Remember to hydrate. We don't have smoothie. I haven't eaten yet. I usually do intermittent fasting. I eat dinner. But I don't have thick fruit smoothies or nut smoothies, and I do a lot of juicing throughout the day. So this is persimmon, orange, and lemon smoothie. It's pretty healthy. It's kind of thick. And more. It's kind of thick. And I have them in the freezer. Keep them in the freezer because, you know, fruits, juices, you know, they go bad if you don't drink it 3 days or so. So be mindful of how much you're making and drink it so to not waste. Look up at this thing. It's like a mango and a peach taste. Let them get really, really pretty orange. And it's sweeter. Ooh. They don't sell them in the store. We got a neighborhood tree, and my daughter's man's mom has a tree in her yard here. So I'm blessed to have these for a little bit. I'll probably cut those up and put them in the freezer so they don't go bad. I'm chopping up this chocolate to put in this granola. It look crazy right now. I'm just saying. Let me move this stuff. It's a smoothie. Thank you for getting Daddy something to drink too. Appreciate you. Yep, it's getting cold. How y'all handling the cold? You got a fireplace?
I wish.
You said you wish?
I wish.
No.
Well, it's easier to get warm in the cold than to get cold.
Facebook. I'm just gonna go look. I know what we doing over here. Make sure volume is on so you can hear. So I'm on a lot of support groups. I have a lot of support groups that I am on Facebook. It's usually what my posts, my feed looks like. A lot of people screaming out for help and assistance, you know, just some understanding, some clarity even, you know, what's going on, what's happening to their body. So I go live for that. My turbocharger is good. I just want to share with y'all, you know, come on over and learn some time. Me, sis, and 18 gonna have to go live together to learn and make some bread. Both of them sisters got some knowledge. Need them to share with me. Because I want some bread. I want to make my own bread. We've had, but it's not the same. Need some hands-on training. So I love it. I love learning. Or we can get a bread maker. You know what I'm saying? You want a bread maker, just throw all of the seasoning in there and press the button and it just does its thing, you know? I ain't mad at that. Hey, Facebook. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all pulling up, popping in. This is She Said is in the kitchen medicine cabinet on YouTube, new podcast channel. If you have not subscribed, please do. Go on over and check it out. If it's something you may enjoy, something you might want to become, you know, join the community, feel free. Feel free. I'm not selling anything. I'm just giving some knowledge and wisdom, what I know. Hopefully it can help someone. And maybe you can teach me something, of course. Letting y'all in my house. I'm just saying. And I do have like the machines to like chop it up, but I don't want it too powdery. I want the nice little chunks in the granola, you know, once it's broken up. There's nothing in the oven, right? So it's heating up lasagna early. Make sure the oven is clear. So they're big kisses, and we want them to be a little smaller. So I'm gonna do this tedious part. Maddie, how was your lessons today? You got it done? You got your presentation ready? And that's not the next week, right? She said the 9th. That's next.
No, she said the 16th.
That's next Tuesday. That's 2 Tuesdays away. Okay. You ready? I saw you changed some stuff. You added some animation.
Yeah.
What's your presentation about?
Koalas.
It's about what?
Koalas.
Koalas. Your favorite animal. Somebody has a favorite animal. It's a koala. They are adorable. And they're non-threatening to us. Right? So it's a good thing. What did you learn about them?
I learned like how the noises can make like from the different expressions, and when they flicker their ears, it means that something's wrong.
Okay. So they communicate with their ears to one another. That's how
and
they
make
are.
Like grunts and sounds to attract mates.
Okay. So they grunt and make sounds to attract mates. Okay. I heard about that. It was a show you used to watch too. You still watch it sometimes. What is it called?
Izzy's Koala.
Who is it?
Izzy's Koala.
Izzy's Koala World. If you have children, y'all check that out. Is it on Netflix or is it on
It's
YouTube?
on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Izzy's Koala World. I've watched it a few times. It is adorable. It's kind of like having a Dr. Doolittle. She like a little Dr. Doolittle. Her family rescues, the creatures and stuff. So she loves the koalas. She's very smart.
And I learned a lot about like Australia.
Yeah, she learned a lot about Australia too. So, got to monitor the consumption of the internet and what your children watch and hear. So I promote that a lot. But we just making granola. Facebook getting inflamed by buying the stuff in the store, so at least I know what's going in here. We got 3 cups of oats, organic, old school oats. What do we put? Maybe a 1/3 cup of coconut, shredded coconut. We did 2 teaspoons of almond butter, 2 teaspoons of tahini butter, and we did 2 teaspoons of pistachio cream. We did 3 tablespoons, not teaspoons, tablespoons. Make all of those tablespoons, I'm sorry. And 3 tablespoons of the syrups, which was maple syrup, blue agave, and molasses. And I sprinkled a little bit of honey, pinch of salt. We're going to stir all of this around with the chocolate and 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. There's a lot of nutrients in that. I didn't add my nuts either, so we're going to add cashews, we're going to add flaxseed. I couldn't find my pumpkin seeds this morning, so I'm a little sad. I went to 3 stores. I went to 3 places. Yeah. I didn't go to the holistic store, but I was all the way on that side. I didn't want to come back this way. So, you said you was going to do what?
So I named myself Winter Wonder.
Winter Wonder? Okay.
This is cool.
So this part is the tedious part, but it's worthwhile. It's too much chocolate. It's too much chocolate. I like a lot of chocolate. So we learned to make our own with real cacao powder. And it tastes really good. I'm just saying. We did an episode. So we're just going to pour this. That's it. Chocolate. Poured. I'm going to need it.
The last time you made it, it was like hard.
It was too, I think I baked it too long. But we like it like that. I like that crunch.
I like it when it's like kind of crumbly.
We like crunch. Let me get my nuts. Yeah, I gotta fill up the jars with these bags right here. So we got some sesame seeds, some whole flax seeds, some sliced almonds, and I got a couple of walnuts. So we'll chop those up. But we got cashews and pistachio. I'm putting in jars. Wasn't no pumpkin seeds today in my store, so just kind of crunch it up a little bit. My hands are clean because they already sliced. So 2 big handfuls. Just crunch it up. Crunch, 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 crunch. Got some almonds in there. Can never have too much flaxseed, guys. I'm just saying. 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. Let's just 3. Why not? Why not? It's in there. Chew it. Put it in your granola. Sprinkle it over your cereals. Add it to your pancakes or your French toast and all of that. Ice cream. Child, please.
Ice cream?
Yeah. Don't we? Well, when I was eating ice cream, I did not put the granola on my ice cream.
Yeah.
Daddy takes the granola too. So this is sesame seeds, just the brown, natural sesame seeds. Yeah, we're gonna go with one. I'm gonna chop up these, the last of these.
How do you pronounce that name?
Walnuts. Tralero. Tralala. That's a tongue twister.
That's a shark. Call it a shark.
You don't want these big whole, walnuts. So just chop them up. Not hard to chop. Packed with nutrients. That's what it's about. And the granola in the store don't have half of this stuff. My mother's granola is amazing. Just saying. She add like cranberries to her, so I don't put the cranberries in mine. It throws it off with the chocolate food, so but I can eat it all separate.
I need to make a cake again.
Cake? What do you mean?
I need to make a cake.
Oh, I thought you said how. I said, ain't you the cake maker? You definitely know how. But you said, well, you gotta make a cake. That's what you said. Okay.
I'm taking a break tomorrow.
And last but not least, Tim seed. I need another bag. And we'll do the 2 tablespoons of that too. So all this nutrients is in this granola. We're gonna stir it up. We're gonna stick it in the oven. Okay. And like this thing's too soft.
Where's that big hard one?
I'm about to get it now. Where's the big hard one? You see what turmeric does to the color? It'll dye your stuff. So they use, it's not the can.
Oh, that's
All the syrup, everything in here, mix it in. You got shredded coconut, walnuts, almonds, flaxseed, hemp seed, sesame seed, some dark chocolate, almond butter, tahini butter, pistachio cream, and the syrups with maple syrup, organic blue agave syrup, and some molasses, pinch of salt. The more coconut oil and syrups you put, shinier. It'll have that like firm crisp. It'll be a whole flat. Gotta break it out. I'll show you when it's done. No worries. This is olive oil. I'm gonna just add a little. I need to pack some up and send some to sis. I'm sorry, sis. I'm so greedy. It's like my go-to, And I'm getting hungry now. It's 3:30. Get back to the smoothie. Hey, honey. Come over to Kitchen Medicine Cabinet on YouTube, please, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get this channel push. Let's push it. Let's get us up there so we can get monetized, right? So we can be in the kitchen more. We can go live and have cooking, tutorials from different parts of the land. And that's what I would enjoy. How you do it there in the UK, how you do it over there on the West Coast, how you do it down in the South, how we do it up north. All natural stuff. Let's put it in the oven. We got make it fun. We usually get music going on, some crap talking, some building. See it? We're making granola. How you doing? If you ain't been over to Kitchen Medicine Cabinet, go subscribe. We live over there. I just had to come on here. I got 8,000 followers on Facebook.
8,000.
You heard me? 8,000. If half of them went over to YouTube and just click the button, just click the button. It's free.
I thought you were gonna say subscribers.
That's yeah. Subscribe. That means click the button. All you gotta do is just click the button, you know, and on subscribe mode, and you can shoot to the top. I would appreciate that. It's free. It's absolutely free. You don't even have to watch if you don't want to. Just subscribe. Yeah. Yeah. I know y'all be on YouTube watching some stuff. At least when I come on, I'm live. It's not generic. I ain't making up nothing. And if I don't know, I'll let you know. I used to tell our children, if I don't know something, I'm going to tell you I don't know. But I'll try to go find out for you. I will. Or we'll look together. You can learn to be resourceful. You know? All right, we got that done without making a huge mess. A couple bowls. You know, it's not too bad. So we just going to spread this out, y'all. Let me see if I can get Facebook to sit up a little bit so you can see. Let's see if I can get y'all. Can y'all see a little bit? I think so.
It looks like a mountain of
Goodness. It looks, I mean, you can eat it like this. It's nothing that needs to be cooked, but you will have the firm, right, crumbly granola. And keep it in the jar, keep it in the refrigerator if your house is warm, because it will soften up from all the syrups and butter and all that. It never lasts in this house, so I can't even see holding on to it too long. 3-4 days, and it's be packed in this big container. That packs this. So it's a big bowl of morning bliss with Maddie's like a yum yum. And there's a lot of things she don't eat. She don't eat nuts. Like Maddie's not the type that's just gonna go grab a handful of nuts, which sesame seeds is. Sunflower seeds is what you used to eat.
Yeah, I would go ahead and just grab a handful of sunflower seeds if I wanted to.
Right, and they are good for you too, guys.
Because
Preferably the unsalted, like too much salt.
Is really good.
Too much salt. Most of us like it salt. But yeah, it's good. And then you have that crunch, like if you gotta open up the shell. If you have those kind of sunflower seeds.
It's nice.
I got OCD. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta flatten it out. I don't want too much chocolate in one space. You know what I mean? You want to spread it out. See, it's a lot of chocolate right here. We bring some of the chocolate chips down where it's a little space where I don't see no chocolate chips. Yesterday we had an event. One of my first events. A group of people with my girl Val and her sister Gina. From Who Knows.
Your first event?
I mean, yeah, you know, see, Magazine, I does stuff all the time. But yeah, I would say in combination with someone else, yes. You know, it was a community thing, you know, to have a business owner say, hey, you know, I like what you got going on, and you know, we want to share, we want to get our villages together. All the people that frequent her place on just a regular basis now come in and learn something, you know, come support her organization, her, you know, a livelihood, because most bar lounges don't open Monday and Tuesday. So, you know, to open up for a little bit and have us come in, of course, she's going to make some money, you know, having the bar open and just, you know, us sharing. So it was a great time last night. I thought it wasn't going to be no men, but it was men's. So appreciate the gentlemen's popping up. We shared a lot of information. We talked a lot. We went live. So if you want to check that out, it's on a tribe called Harris over on YouTube. You know, some building. It's a place where we not in there to cut people up and, you know, judge them for what they're thinking and talking and stuff. But it was unique to see, to say the least. You know, us trying to express ourselves is something else. But I'm always trying to be clear about my purpose, wanting to share. You know, I'm not a frigid, you know, person that don't want to include others in this growth, in this learning process, sharing. All right, I think that's flat enough. What y'all think? I'm like, you done? Is you done? Is you done or is you done?
Okay.
I got a new thing. I think it's for science. It's called Setopedia.
Setopedia?
Yeah. So I want to put it on because it can't do it on the laptop. It has to be on the phone. So I'm gonna put it on this Android, and you'll be able to use it from there. Setopedia. Cetapedia. It's science from kindergarten to 7th grade. I think it's to 12. So maybe 8th, 7th, 8th grade, depending on your birthday. Right. All right, it's done. It's just going to go in the oven for less than 20 minutes. Let's say 15, 16 minutes. On 350. Okay, I'm going to do 16 minutes. Hydrate. You feeling like you want to be a little bit more healthy with it? Ain't nothing but some chia seeds. Water goes a long way. This is 1/4 teaspoon. You can put it in water. You can put it in anything you're drinking. Let it absorb. Just like we were taking it without letting it absorb the water, it swells up. They swell up nice, so it'll be easier because if you put it in your stomach like this, all the fluid in your stomach is going to be used to try to moisten this up. I'm feeling healthy. I'm throwing the chia seeds in there. It's going to turn into like a boba. So we use the chia seeds to make bobas at home. Remember making the boba?
Yeah.
The last one didn't taste too good. So this is kind of like a fruit boba because it's going to swell and they're going to turn into like little balls, honestly. And it just takes the flavor of whatever you're drinking because it's really no flavor. It's no flavor. You can grind it up into a fine powder and you can sprinkle it on anything. Just want us to learn some new tools to eat healthy. All right, so the granola is cooked. Did y'all decide what y'all having for dinner? Because I know what I eat. Y'all just kind of eat. I'm having mushroom and fries. Y'all want chicken and fries? Chicken breast for them. I'll make you some chicken breast strips. Fry that up. Some fries for them, but I'm gonna have mushrooms. Fry them up like chicken. I'm gonna fry them bad boys up like chicken. And I got the yucca potato, the yucca root. I cut it up like french fries. I already cut them all up, so when I'm ready, I'll boil them. Gotta boil them first and then pat dry. Let them be real dry. Dry it out. Okay, you don't want it to be filled with water, and not too soft. Just soft enough to where the fork goes in. Salt and pepper, a little olive oil, throw it in the oven. Some cornstarch. We use arrowroot. It's another form of cornstarch, and it'll help give it a little crisp. The seeds sticking out. But while we wait for the granola.
That's cute.
Clean up behind yourself. Oh no, I can't throw my towel in there. Thank you, my dear. I gotta refill that. Let's put that in there. We might as well drink it all. So giving out the nutrients from this. But it got a lot of fiber and some more stuff. Welcome. Kitchen Medicine Cabinet over on YouTube. Please subscribe, Share the stream with somebody you think would appreciate this content. I didn't put no cashews in it. Damn.
Please spell bubble. B-U-B-B-L-E.
Other way. O-B-L-E. At the end. You had it right. You just had the E and the L wrong. You said bubble. You had it right the first time. L-E. Yes, ma'am. You had it right the first time. Yours. They didn't have no pumpkin seeds, so
Did you put them in the granola?
It's too many. Too a little bit. I'm just gonna eat it. Help killing parasites. You know what the pumpkin seeds do? Help killing parasites. I'm just telling you. You know I shouldn't be using a knife either. I got scissors right behind me. Cause we like cutting ourselves. I heard that last night. Women say, child, get to a certain age, you tripping, missing your step, bumping into stuff, cutting yourself, burning yourself. I burn myself a lot. I've always did. As a kid, like, And if you are intermittent fasting and you know you do get really, really hungry, you can have a handful of almonds. It definitely helps. Handful. I say 8 to 9 almonds a day is sufficient enough to give you nutrients. Oh, don't drop it. It's my fault. Cashew. Those are pretty good. Ain't nothing like them cashews from Ghana, Africa. Cashew Daddy. Y'all go check them out on Instagram. We haven't gotten any in a while, but we were supporting my brother over there in Africa, sending us kilos of cashews, roasted. And we hold the rest of the I'll replenish my jars. Learning too, those pistachios help stimulate the melatonin for sleep. So it is a nice snack to have in the nighttime. Pistachios with your oat turmeric. It's called golden milk. Look up golden milk. Look up the golden milk. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely had some nice restful evenings with those milks when I first started. But since my sleeps have been better, I haven't been thinking about doing it, but I'm gonna make sure I try to do it at least every other night, just to have it, the inflammation fighting turmeric inside. See the chia seeds are starting to swell a little. You just coming on, this is a persimmon fruit, orange, and lemon smoothie. It's not a juice, it's a smoothie. And we're waiting for the granola to finish baking. Y'all know about carbohydrates. The body's primary source of energy. Carbohydrates. Maybe you get enough good carbohydrates. Your brain, your muscles, your red blood cells, they all run on glucose. So imagine how much you're using to run these organs in your body. It takes a lot. So carbs are where glucose comes from. The issue is not the carbs, it's the quality. It's the quality of the carbs. Do you know what that means? Where does good carbs come from? Where does good carbs come from? Look. Fruits.
Fruits and vegetables.
Vegetables. Sweet potatoes. I'm about to make a smoothie for tomorrow. Plantains. The plantain. I never liked these, so now I gotta boil it down and put it in a smoothie. But you can slice it and pan sear it. You can coat it with something, like you can, a little salt, and then once it's done, if it has a nice crisp, you can add a little honey or whatever syrup you want. So now you have like a sweet plantain.
Last time you made plantains, I think I was
Yeah, she didn't like it, but I learned that if I wanted to put it in a smoothie and get the nutrients from it, I just have to boil it first. So I usually use half and a half of avocado and whatever I want to do with it. Whether I'm gonna make a fruit smoothie or a sumu nut smoothie, I decide whatever I'm in the mood for. Brown rice, quinoa, millet. That's another form of wheat. It can be ground down into a flour. We use that too. These are good carbs. Beans and lentils. Lentils come in so many colors, and I'm starting to see more feeds of people showing cooking and making bread and bagels and all kind of other stuff with lentils. It's interesting. You want to make some? You're going to try it. Oats, buckwheat, squash, and pumpkins. I don't like squash or pumpkin. Do you like squash or pumpkin? Right, we got one in there. I don't even know how to begin to cook it. You know what I mean? But it's nothing to go find a recipe or watch someone. I don't have no problem mimicking a meal or recipe. But them carbohydrates are important. Why your body needs carbohydrates. Why does it need carbohydrates? It's fuel for the brain. It's fuel for the brain. Mm-hmm. Your brain uses 20% of your daily energy. It's a lot. Okay? It's fuel for your muscles. Your body needs fuel. I mean, we were younger, you always heard them, talk about your body like a car. Your car doesn't only need gas, it needs transmission fluid, it needs oil, it needs windshield wiper fluid, it needs all kind of stuff, new wires, new plugs. If one thing is out of line, the whole car will fall apart. We're kind of the same. So cars, don't laugh. Because I used to say that my car is breaking down. But we can build it back up, So those carbs, it fuels your brain, it fuels your muscles, it helps digestion. The carbs helps with the digestion, and fiber. You need the fiber from the carbs. Hormone balance, ladies, hormone balance. So the carbs need to be clean, healthy, quality carbs. We probably had 20, 30 years of eating empty carbs. That's that whole middle section in the grocery store. All those box things, chips and processed cakes and cookies and all of that kind of stuff. We all tend to have a lot of those bad habits. It may take some time to gradually switch it around, but don't wait till the last minute. That's all. So the carbs are needed for hormone balance. Healthy carbs are needed for blood sugar stability. And it's needed for mood regulation. Serotonin comes from carb metabolism. It's weak. It's weak if we're not giving it what it needs. Serotonin is important. It's not stressed enough in public school, if you ask me. So we homeschool. So while y'all are listening, she's listening too. I'm just saying. You getting all this? She said yes. Let's test on Friday. Y'all want to watch? I'm just saying. Symptoms of low quality or deficient carbs, which was what I was getting. I was getting a lot of empty carbs. Not doing the right thing. Just saying. Don't wait till the last minute. That's all. Symptoms of low quality. Don't do that while I'm talking, kind of interfering with what I'm saying. Or deficient carbs. Brain fog. Sugar cravings. Anxiety, which is no funny laughing matter. Energy crashes. Those ain't no joke either. Hormonal imbalance is crazy. constipation, insomnia. I see a lot of that. My ladies ain't sleeping. I wasn't sleeping either. Especially when you profusely sweating, you know, hot flashes, cold, hot. Got to go to the bathroom 100 times. Like, it definitely was a process. But with consistency and healthy eating, movement and getting some sunlight, you know, rebooting, control, alt, delete off of the electronics too much. A lot of these things have a lot to do with it. So problems with store-bought carbs today. Y'all know. Tell me some of the problems with store-bought carbs today. Sister, we got those. Hey, Red Lipstick Vibes. I found a tree down the street. Ooh, yes. Most of the fruit on the tree down there is gone. So I hope somebody picked them all. So it's still some way at the top that you probably can't reach. You might have to climb. But if he's out there one day, I'm just going to stop and get up there and get them. But I got enough. I ain't going to hold you. I have enough. So all of these things in the grocery store, them store-bought carbs today, most grocery store carbs are stripped. They're stripped, they're processed, they're dehydrated and loaded with preservatives, leaving empty calories. Empty calories. Ooh, that's looking and smelling delicious.
Smells really good.
Just for a little bit. It's almost ready. You're making that granola. And grocery carbs, they're not good. It's a lot of empty calories, no fiber. The blood sugar spikes that you get from having stuff, most probably don't even realize that's what's happening to your body because you can feel the rush. Inflammation, higher obesity risk, higher diabetes risk with that stuff. So we're at risk. We'll do 3 more minutes. It's like a little dark. It's higher risk, you know, with these empty calories. So that's why I opened up this kitchen medicine cabinet, because most of us were never taught how to eat properly, you know, with an abundance of nutrients and nutrition in mind while we're eating to live. So, you know, when they take the fiber out the food and leave just the starch and sugar, they take the medicine out the food and leave us the problem. Right? And the doctors want to sell you drugs and pharmaceutical quick fixes or no fix at all that you're consuming, and you're consuming it and your body cannot filter. So is it really doing the work that they intend for it to do if your body's tools are not filtering and getting these necessary minerals and vitamins to where they need to be? And if you have a SNP, you know, that's like a misspelling in one letter in your whole recipe of your DNA. So a lot of people have this SNP thing, and you don't know if your body is moving slowly to process things or too fast, or it's not going in the right direction. So look that up. It's leaving us with foods that don't have no medicine in it, but we get problems from it, which is unfair. So that was carbohydrates. About that protein, what y'all know about protein? I had to learn all this stuff. What you know about protein? You know anything about protein? What type of food it might be? Most people say meat. That's what most people say. It's like, where do you get your protein from if you don't eat meat? The body's building and repair system, protein. That's what protein does. It builds the muscle, builds the body, and it repairs systems within the body. The protein. Protein is the construction crew of the body. It's your construction crew. You know, every repair job, every growth phase, every healing process needs protein. And we go through them, okay? So healthy protein sources, there's a lot. It's not just meat. I'm just saying. Beans, we got black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, navy beans, white beans, beans. Good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you do that, the better you feel. So eat them beans in every meal. I'm just saying. Lentils, protein, chickpeas, quinoa, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, almonds, walnuts, cashews. What else? Fish. So you got salmon and tuna, sardines. These are proteins. So make sure you eat them in abundance if that's what your body needs. I'm just saying. I am just saying. The smell right now. So that protein is some in here. We got the hemp seeds in here. We got almonds and walnuts. I didn't put the cashews, and I couldn't find no pumpkin seeds today. We're gonna get some. Why your body needs it? Why does your body need protein?
So it can make you be stronger.
Yep. So we can build muscle.
And healthy.
Yep. Repair tissue. It makes hormones. Makes enzymes. Protein helps strengthen your hair, your skin, and your nails. It supports your immune system.
Do I still have like more bumps on my face?
No, they lighten up.
I've been putting on that lotion every time I get out of the shower.
Okay, with the coconut oil, you gotta mix it together. You don't have to, but coconut oil is better to nourish your skin, especially when it's cold, because child's cold. So protein is needed. Hair, skin, nails. Supports your immune system, and it helps to keep your blood sugar stable. So making sure you get the proper protein, stuff that's not stripped or overly processed. And most of these things you can't, like hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, it's nuts. Like, what can you do to process them? I coat it with sugar and that kind of stuff you can't. So there's some signs of protein deficiency that you can pay attention to. Just some signs. Brittle nails, the hair thinning. So I was definitely protein deficient. My hair was thinning like crazy. Slow wound healing, like if your wounds heal slow, if you notice that's a difference. Fatigue, lots of fatigue. Frequently ill. You need the protein to build that immune system. So if you don't have a lot, or it's deficient, you might be frequently ill. Constant hunger is something else to consider. You just have this constant hunger. Low muscle tone. Because protein builds muscle. So if you have low muscle tone, lack of strength, people don't have the muscle in the forearm. Just some. Yeah, and most people who are on their phones a lot and don't do anything else, like, I'm sorry, the dexterity in your muscles is going to be very poor.
Your hands are going to
because you're constantly like this, so, and then most people are leaned forward, hunched over like this on their phones all the time. So, you got to pay attention to those things. It'll cause compression.
Gotta sit up straight.
And it's hard to. I used to get kind of yelled at when I was a kid. Anywhere I was at, if I was sitting, it was like, Nikki, sit up straight. Or they'll just come and like push my back up. Remember that, Mo? Sit up straight.
I'd rather just take a pillow on my back that'll help me sit up
right,
straight.
if you're sitting in a chair that makes you sit up straight, that's even better. So prefer that instead of like slouching in the big lounge couches. And if it's like that, put pillows to prop to where your arch is noticeable. Where your body is properly aligned. So those are the things that you can notice as far as deficiencies when it comes to protein. Our grandparents got natural protein from Whole Foods. Like it was different back then. Today we're eating protein flavored food made in a lab. Every package say protein, it's 100 grams of protein and this and that, and they lying. Salute to Shame Sunday. If you don't know about my show, Shame Sunday with MrsSheSaid, the first shame show that I did was pertaining to the
I want to see
like
the first
shaming
one
them.
that you made.
I think I had to delete it. It had some marks, and I didn't realize that I could have just like refuted it, disputed it, and they probably would have just let it slide. But I deleted that, and I did about the color purple. Yeah, we shamed a lot of it. Just the narrative alone to present this to us while we were so young and create this narrative for us. And our parents, who had no clue of what was going on back in them days, take this narrative and run with it. Like, these are the kind of homes we were living in back in the day. So they swole up a little bit more. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see, drink them. I can't see no chat on Facebook if anybody's in there. So salute to y'all. Come on over to YouTube. Appreciate you. This has to cool all the way to where it's cold, so I can just pop it up. Because right now it's gonna be nice. Excuse me. Carbs, protein, fats. What about fats? What we know about these fats? The body's fish. You said chicken?
Does chicken have fat?
A lot of things have fat. Okay. The body's nourishment hormone system. You didn't know your hormones need some fats? I didn't, but I know now, right? Healthy fats protects the brain. It lubricates joints. We're not eating healthy fats, okay? Healthy fats protects the brain, and it lubricates joints. If shit's get dry, okay, bone to bone rubbing, they start hurting. The ladies, my knee. Yeah, I was there. And the ladies, we spoke about that last night. Definitely the ladies was talking about that and the sciatica. So you need the fats, the healthy fats. It helps protect the brain, lubricate the joints, it balances hormones, and it helps the body to absorb vitamins. So you need it. If you're not getting the healthy fats and you're taking a whole bunch of vitamins and supplements, there's no way to put it. There's no fat for it to be absorbed into. So you got to consider that. So even if you are taking these things, get you some fat when you're taking them so your body can absorb it. So your healthy fat sources: avocado, olive oil, like a tablespoon of olive oil. Like back in the day, you used to do castor oil and things like that. You can just take a little bit of the olive oil when you know that you're about to take these supplements, so it at least coats your stomach and get your body prepared to absorb it a little better. Coconut oil. Now, most of these things don't really have no taste. You can kind of infuse it with something you like, a herb you like or prefer, and take it like that. Coconut oil you can add to a smoothie. You add it to a coffee too. I'm just saying, it'll be a little oily. A little bit go a long way. So these are the fats that we need. So avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, nuts and seeds, flaxseed. Hemp seed, chia seed. So not only does it have the fat that you need, it also has the protein. I talk a lot about that flaxseed. So get you some whole flaxseed, nothing grounded or mold. Mold your own, put it in a grinder and do it yourself. Fatty fish, salmon and sardines. I ain't into the sardines. I remember eating it as younger. I might have to get a can and fry them up, like hand sear or something. We're gonna try it with fatty fish. Why your brain needs fat for brain development. Just because you get older doesn't mean your brain is not developing and need these things to keep it stable. So hormone production, your hormones are made from fat, not unhealthy fat. Sorry, these fats. So if we're not getting none of these, ladies, our hormones are gone, depleted. Some may even be estrogen dominant, which is not a good thing. It'll cause a lot of reproductive issues on top of that. Your body needs the fat for vitamin absorption. So A, D, E, and K definitely needed. Heart health, joint lubrication. I can't stress that enough. Healthy fats, these fats for that joint lubrication. I feel the difference. I absolutely feel the difference. Heat regulation, hot flashes, heat spurts, heat regulation. You need the healthy fats. Because you're starting to, fluctuate hormones more. And for young girls, you're 11. So, yeah. So I'll be like, tea, ma'am, huh? You be looking at me like, you better get some of this tea. Start getting your body used to it now. So preparing to have better habits so you can have less symptoms when it does come. So that's my goal. So joint lubrication, heat regulation, and mood stability. So we're not getting the healthy fats. I don't know what kind of fats we eating out here. A lot of it is empty and it's not good for your body. So signs of fat deficiency. That sounds crazy, right? Signs of a fat deficiency. Dry skin.
What does that mean?
It means you're not getting these things. So if you're not getting these things, you're going to start having a lot of symptoms. It might not be considered an illness or a disease, but it could be a symptom. Constant dry skin. You might not be having healthy fats because you do drink a lot of water, but your lips. And I'll always be like, go get something, coconut oil, like get something and put it on your lips. So that could be a sign. And your skin. Got to oil up after the shower. Yep, but if you're not getting any of these things, it doesn't matter how much oil, you try to moisturize your skin with. It's not being absorbed properly.
Can I have the coconut, like how my hair soaks up the coconut oil?
Well, that's just hair. Hair soaks up oil, because that's another whole topic. But it does that. You could put it in the night before, remember, a lot in the morning. And then your pillowcase and stuff is absorbing it as well too. But the scalp, yeah, we definitely do that. We got some dry hair scalps for melanated folk, so you definitely need to keep it oiled and moisturized. And flaxseed helps with that too. But we talking about these fats, okay? The signs of fat deficiency: that dry skin, hormone imbalance. If we're not eating properly, proper carbs, the right proteins, the right fats, that hormone imbalance is crazy. And it's not just women. Gentlemen, y'all have hormones too, okay? And they can throw you off as well. And we want to be mindful. Mature adults, make sure we eat the right things. I'm just saying. So a fat deficiency can, you'll notice dry skin, hormone imbalance, brain fog, depression, like constipation, hair loss, and feeling cold often. The house is warm. There's some days I do feel that. So I would know that day I really didn't eat enough of the fats that my body needed. Got to pay attention to these things. So now that I'm starting to recognize, I take note of it and try to add more things. So when dinner comes, I make sure it's nice and packed. And if I do have another snack before 9, I try to get it in there and make sure it's packed with some type of fat, protein, and healthy carb. Can't have it too late, yeah. So them store-bought fat problems. Most store-bought foods contain inflammatory seed oils. Most of them. So even the granola I was buying at the store, thinking I'm eating healthy. Inflammatory seed oils.
Bars.
Yeah, I was trying to buy the healthy stuff, and none of it was really, they lie on the packages, and the ingredients is crazy. Yeah, so soybean oil, canola oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, and vegetable oil. We grew up on the vegetable oil and the canola oil. Like if you've had 20 years, 30 years of doing this, it's going to take some time for your body to eliminate this stuff. Now, intermittent fasting can help push that along. It can help. But that's a lot of years of ingesting the wrong things we have to consider, okay? These foods, they cause a lot of problems. Ladies, they cause a lot of problems. I'm concerned. And this is years of Madison hearing me speak like this. Yeah, I allowed it because we were a little older and coddled, the behavior. Some things you just shouldn't be eating. You got to be mindful because it's going to cause hormonal disruption, weight gain. 80% of our society is obese. Joint pain. That's a big one. Ladies, we feel that quick. The hip, the knee, ankle, wrists, shoulders. Like the joint pain is no joke. Heart issues, inflammation, and poor skin health. So, when you cut out healthy fats and replace them with cheap oils, the body loses its harmony. There's no harmony. And ladies, we feel it. So consider this portion of what I'm talking about today, because I'm concerned. My last live, we talked about the micronutrients and macronutrients. I might go over it. This is cooling so well. It's not that hot. So I'm gonna put it over here, let it cool some more. I got that chicken thawing. And I can fill this up. So then I showed y'all I use my little thing to make my coffees. I just found I can use the blue agave. So I went off coffee for a few months. And I don't have it every day. I make sure I have my warm water, at least 2 12-ounce glasses of warm lime, turmeric, or ginger, or whatever herbs I want to put it in the morning before I have anything else. And I really don't eat intermittent fasting. So if I decide to have a coffee, I think I've had 2 cups within the last 2 weeks. Put it in here, and I add the ashwagandha
That
powder.
doesn't seem you drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, no, I had to stop because I couldn't do the sugar. I really like sugar and cream. It wasn't even about the coffee, you know. So just overconsumption, too much of anything will hurt you. Okay. So mama got me some good French roast, 100% Arabica ground coffee, full body, dark roast, pretty good brand. So, but I don't just have this. I add the ashwagandha, at least a half teaspoon to it. In my cup, either in my cup or I'll put half, fill this up, and then put the half a teaspoon in that and pack it on top. Put it in your Keurig. And if you don't have that, make your own coffee. You know, coffee filters and put it in a strainer, old school way. Just saying. Can you put that on the shelf over there, please? It's just ashwagandha powder. I just like the smell. And we'll also be making like coffee scrub. We got the sugar scrub. This is all the things we've made. Lip balm. I make my husband's skin cream and oils, natural healing oils. Because I don't know, you know, as you get older, the antihistamine in your body, you know, loses its control or stability or whatever, and you know, it kind of mimics autoimmune issues and things like that. So you got to be mindful because they'll tell you anything. I'm telling you, just to hear so many people, you possibly got an autoimmune. Well, which one? It's crazy. Oh, this board is nice and warm. So I got a little time. Daddy gets off at 5. We're gonna take these out the bag. Put my roots, got some ginger and some turmeric. Just put them in my wood bowl. Pass the wood bowl for me. Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Now he's gonna get her a snack. What she getting? Which I think she's gonna get empty carbs, empty fat and protein, or what? Yogurt with some mold. I kind of do that too. It's good to have like a prebiotic, probiotic before you eat. So if you do intermittent fasting, you have to ensure that your first meal that you have is packed with healthy stuff, with healthy fats and protein and carbs that I stated in here. I'm not telling you what to do, just suggesting. Because it's no one size fits all. Our bodies need different things. We all want the best results, but our bodies need different things. Ready to give some chips. I need to chip one of them slices. What she called it? Eleanor. What did Eleanor call it last night? The slice is really nice. Yeah, for see this. I don't even feel hungry no more because the smoothie is pretty thick.
Potato chips?
Yeah, to make the potato chips. I miss it though. I miss the crunch. What are micronutrients? The vitamins and minerals most people don't even know they're missing. You don't even know you're missing it. But your body is trying to signal to you and tell you, but we don't understand, you know. Micronutrients are the tiny nutrients. Vitamins and minerals, they're tiny. You have to ask for this kind of blood work. It runs your body behind the scenes. Like behind the scenes is doing all the work, right? You don't see them, but you feel it. You feel them when you're missing it. What is going on? I'm having blurry vision all the time. My fingers is tingling. My joints is hurting. Like, You're going to feel it when you're missing them. Okay, so micronutrients include over 30 essential vitamins and minerals. And most people are deficient in at least 5 to 10 of them. And that's a lot. Body's not working at its full capacity, you know? So I was missing more than that. Get you some sea moss. If you buy it from the store, I don't know. I never bought it from the store. I'll buy the sea moss and make it myself. You soak it for 24 hours, rinse it off, soak it in a glass jar, 24 hours.
Am I making too much noise?
No, you're good. You're good. Drain it, put it in the blender and blend it out. It turns into like an applesauce consistency. If it's too thick, add some water, some coconut water. Put it in all your drinks. You're getting like 92 vitamins and minerals out of the 100 and something you need. 102? Is it 102? 104. I think it's 102. You can correct me though. What it has is packed. So I am seeing more of that in the stores. Sea moss this, sea moss that. So be mindful of what you're getting because it can have a lot of mercury because it is from the ocean. So be mindful. Body's got some protectors, man, and I don't think we know what they're doing behind the scenes. You know, and they kind of go in order. We got vitamin A, we got vitamin B, which B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different B vitamins. You got C, you got D, you got E, you got K. All right? Okay. That's a lot. We have no clue what these things do. The body's protectors and activators. So they protect and they activate. What do they protect? How do they activate? Vitamin A, vision, immunity, and skin. Okay? Vision, immunity, and skin. Okay, chicken's doing. Y'all got fries in here. Gotta do nothing with that. Put our chocolates away.
You okay now?
Yeah, good. I am committee. Thank you. That's a lot of stuff. The date syrup, them cornbread muffins went over well last night. It's like, what are those cornbread muffins? They are pretty good, I'm just saying. So that vitamin A is the vision, immunity, and skin. You know what? I could get a chair because I ain't moving around right now.
Yeah, you did say that you needed to share that one.
Yeah, I said that, right? I said that yesterday. I'm gonna start getting me a chair so I can sit for a little bit till it's time to cook dinner. It's not time yet. I got some time. Now for far away. What?
It's just that how like
It's
a
off.
little bit of.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not on
I
the
don't want it to like tip.
It ain't gonna tip over. I'm a big girl. It ain't gonna tip over. She worried about mine tipping over. Can you put this board over there? Come on the other side around that way. Take that and sit on the counter over there. You can stand it up high, baby. Stand it there. Thank you. Yeah, just move that. Sit on top of it. Thank you. I want to hurt my joints. I'm just saying. I gotta make it hungry. So that vitamin A, so I can have it in the morning. I might have it tonight though. Vitamin A is that vision, immunity, and skin. Vision, immunity, and skin. Look at Maddie. Look at poison. 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 No, you are fine. We got the vitamin B's. Y'all know them B's, man. B is the energy, mood, and metabolism. Energy, mood, and metabolism. Right? So you got fatigue, your mood is off, you ain't got no energy. B1, B2, B3, B5, 6, 7, 9, and 12. It's a lot of them. We don't get this in-depth, information in any type of public school setting unless you're like science master or science, that's like your cup of tea. So we have 2 high school, college graduates in here, and I took early childhood instruction, and this was not a big thing. and for the oldest 3 to go to school and, you know, them have some small nutrition course or home ec. I don't even think they had like home ec, which is crazy. You didn't get an abundance of this. So you got the B vitamin, it includes all of those.
Do you remember the last time you ever saw Jordan?
Yeah, when he came here.
He came here?
Not to this house. When we first moved here, he came to visit. I remember. I got a good memory, girl. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because you was a baby. You was little. And the foods you can get the B vitamins from. What foods can you get these B vitamins from?
Beans.
Lentils.
Lentils, leafy greens,
Yep.
nuts, whole grains.
Whole grains, nuts. So you can get these B vitamins from. Deficiency, signs of deficiency, anxiety, depression, brain fog, fatigue, tingling hands.
What is like
Tingling
what
hands?
is the definition of like anxiety?
Anxiety, overwhelming stress, so it's just like an overwhelming feeling of emotion. It could be like a lack of control. You feel kind of out of control, loss of breath. It can be really challenging for some people, even crippling. And I think it's levels to it, you know, it's like a panic attack, and you know, so it's different for each person. But I see this society stresses it a lot now. It's not teaching y'all to be resilient and fight through things at all. Like everybody's so weak, crying, everything. Oh God, I don't know how to. And we kind of coddled that. You know, sometimes you had to take it, get up and do what you got to do. Everybody is not going to always sympathize or pity. Empathy is something different than sympathy. Sympathy is like pity. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. That's not survival. That's not self-preservation. You got to put your shoes on, pull your drawers up, strap your bag on tight, and keep it pushing. Most of us ain't doing that. Maybe we don't know how. But you can learn. You can learn. So that vitamin C is immune strength. It's cool yet. Almost, y'all. Almost. It really does. It's killing me. That vitamin C is your immunity. All right. Most people, they get sick, they say, get you some orange juice. Don't just do it when you get sick. Don't just do it when you get sick. Immunity, strength, and repair. Vitamin C.
It's actually kind of bad.
No, it's not. It
It
depends. Right, but if you make your own orange juice, you don't have to buy the store-bought orange juice. You can eat oranges. You can eat oranges, you know.
And you get the juice from out of it when you chew it.
Absolutely, that's what it is, you know. But when you buy the store-bought stuff, that's what they say. And the store-bought stuff is more processed. It's stripped and all of that.
How like you don't buy the fruits that are in like kind of already cut.
Yeah, I don't like
because
that.
you don't like people who are touching it.
I don't want to know somebody was touching my food by cutting it.
Plastic gloves.
Yeah. So vitamin C foods that are high in vitamin C is your citrus. Any of the citrus, kiwi, peppers. So the little sweet peppers or any peppers. You heard me? Peppers is high in vitamin C. Cut them up and add them to your salad. It's a good idea. And berries. Just the category of berries, vitamin C. Having a deficiency, easily bruising. You have somebody grab you too hard and you get a whole bruise. Yeah, that might be vitamin C. Deficient, slow wound healing, and frequent colds. So low immunity. Have to be mindful of that. And then, you know, you go in the store and you see these like little packs of vitamin C powder, and people be using that stuff instead of eating some of these things. Combine these things so you can have more of that. Vitamin D. Gotta get out in the sun. This whole nation is vitamin D deficient. It's true. Most people work from home, they're vitamin D deficient. Got to get out in the sun. You know, you need the vitamin D for your hormones, mood, and bones. You need it. Our bodies need these things, you know. Foods, sunlight. You know sunlight is food. Sunlight is food. Anybody needs it.
I wonder.
I wonder who.
Wonder what the sun tastes like.
Oh my goodness. Didn't say when my kids saw that comment, what would the sun taste like? I don't want to taste this hot. I don't want to taste the sun. I have no idea what it tastes like.
It tastes like the chips that I'm eating right now.
And if I'm programmed by what I see on TV, it tastes like cheese because that's what they, mimic.
No, the moon.
The moon.
Like
Oh, the sun. Yeah.
The
I
sun.
wonder what it would taste like. A hot chili pepper. Hot.
The Pepper X. The most hottest pepper in the entire universe.
So vitamin D, we getting sunlight, and I'm about to have me some mushrooms tonight. I don't really like mushrooms, but I got some oysters, and we're gonna season them up like chicken and fry it. See how that works. Okay, and them fortified foods, so fortified cereals. That means whole grain, like healthy. And the deficiencies that you would feel if you're lacking vitamin D: fatigue, low mood, bone pain. My bones hurt. I had all that. I'm just thinking of all these deficiencies. Weak immunity. I didn't have that though. But the bone pain, low mood, fatigue, and to add that most Black families are deficient. Melanin reduces D production. So we all have melanin, and it reduces the D production. We need to be in the sun longer to absorb more vitamin D than white people. This is why they have skin burn and, they get the skin cancer because they don't have the melanin. It's easier for their body to absorb the sun. That's why they only need a little bit. We're different. That's all I'm saying. So if you can situate your desk to where you are sitting in front of the sun in your home, try to do that. Switch it around a little bit because you need that sun. You need that sunlight. 8 hours, 9 hours sitting away from the sun is not healthy. So you have to be mindful of that. Vitamin E is your skin, your healing, and the anti-inflammatory. So that's one supplement I definitely added to my repertoire. But I haven't taken it since my fast. So it's been maybe 3 weeks. Fast. I stopped taking this stuff maybe 2 weeks after my fasting. So vitamin E, I eat a lot of nuts and seeds and avocado now. So I think that has helped. And the deficiencies you're going to feel if you're vitamin E deficient would be like muscle weakness and vision issues. So that was something I was kind of noticing, like little blur spots, or at times when I blink and it's like, why I look unclear, and I'm already visually impaired. So whether having my glasses on or not, it was something I noticed. So that's the vitamin E, skin healing and the anti-inflammatory. Foods, nuts, seeds, and avocado, high in vitamin E. Vitamin K is something you don't even talk about. If you're taking vitamin D, you need vitamin K. Blood, bone, and health. Foods that's high in vitamin K would be your greens, herbs. There's a lot of herbs that are packed with vitamin K. So that's why the teas are necessary, ladies. If you are taking any type of vitamin D, have teas, because the teas will release the vitamin K. And I have a couple of them up here that I can say has the vitamin K. I'll go over my chart, get back to y'all, put it in the chat after it's done. But definitely the vitamin K, you get it from your greens. So collards, kale, spinach, arugula, celery leaf, parsley, even oregano, basil, all these herbs, even just, doing a water bath. I think they call it a water bath. Infusing water, just infuse it overnight in a glass or whatever, and the next day, it's nutrient-packed water. So consider that. If you're vitamin K deficient, you'll have a lot of bruising, easily bruising and bleeding gums. So if you have a lot of bleeding gums, you might be vitamin K deficient. If you're having that constant. Clove water as a mouthwash could be something to help you too. Minerals, man. Body's maintenance crew, a lot of us are not getting it from the food that we, ingest, the stuff that they sell in the store. So I got a list of the minerals. There's so many, we got calcium, the muscles, the bones, and the teeth, Magnesium, iron, zinc, potassium, all these things are things we need to know. We need to know how to eat them. So our bodies have the things that it properly needs, right? It needs to function at its fullest. Somebody wants to have illness and keep adding on to symptoms. That shit stresses you out. It'll depress you. We don't want to do that, right? So the body's maintenance crew, the calcium is your bones, your muscles, your teeth. You got to get that from leafy greens, sesame seeds, almonds, and more. So that's just a few. Check that out. And if there's a deficiency, you'll have muscle cramps, bone pain. It's onset of bone pain. Why the hell is my bones hurting? Calcium. You think going to get some cow milk is going to do it. I'm sorry, it's not. There's no calcium in that milk. You can just say calcium pack. We enriched it with calcium. They're lying. They're lying. Magnesium is something a lot of y'all need. Okay? You need it. It's the stress relief. It helps you sleep and it helps the digestion. So many complaints about sleep. The foods that you can get the magnesium from is nuts, greens, not potatoes and tomatoes, but nuts, beans, greens, avocado, and molasses. Black molasses has that as well. And it's different types of magnesium. That's something new that I'm learning. It's different types of magnesium and they do different things. So we'll run over that.
You pat me on my back.
Oh, you got a burp? You gotta hold your arms up like a baby. You got a burp. I can just make myself burp. Excuse me. Iron too. A lot of people are low. And this is for blood. Blood and energy is fueled by the iron that we consume. Foods like spinach and beans, lentils, pumpkin seeds. I didn't get my pumpkin seeds today. The store didn't have it. But I'm going out tomorrow. They're going to have it at my store over here. If you're deficient in iron, it'll be fatigue, breathlessness, cold hands. So imagine all of these things are deficient and all these symptoms coming at you at one time. It's no joke. It's no joke. So that breathlessness, cold hands, and fatigue, iron, right? The zinc is for immunity and hormones. Food high in zinc will be like pumpkin seeds again, beans and nuts. You see? So bird eating, it's kind of healthy. It's kind of healthy. I haven't seen meat yet. Have you heard me say meat, chicken, beef, cow? You heard me any of that? I heard salmon, tuna, sardines so far. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That health pyramid that they used to give, it's not factual. It's not beneficial to any of us. We got to relearn. Yes.
Have you ever eaten pork?
Yes. Yeah, I grew up in a family. Yes, we all had some pork. Bacon was probably the only thing I preferred. I didn't like ham or pork chops, anything like that. Hog maw and chitlins and pig feet. They eat it all. Pig nose is like in a jar. Pickles. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah. You, my dear, have never had. But you said you went out with Richard and they had what? So, at an Asian restaurant?
We had at the library, and then by the.
You got to tell me what did you have? Was it a noodle?
We had the ramen.
Okay.
And then it had an egg on it.
Okay.
And it had like one piece of pork, a circle on it. So I took a little nibble. It was
salty.
I don't remember what it tasted like, but it looked kind of raw-ish.
It's pink. Yeah. It's that pink meat. Hey, team. We made some granola, so it's done. It should be cooled down now. So we're going to pop it off the pan and put it in my containers. It's still, you got to make sure it's fully cool. It still feel a little warm because I don't want it to crumble. I like it. Yeah. So we did that. And we, talking about the carbs and proteins and fats, down in the minerals, just giving some information of what the deficiencies you could be experiencing and the foods that you can get these vitamins and minerals from. So, yeah, that zinc. We were on immunity and hormones. You need it. And the foods, again, the pumpkin seeds, beans, and nuts. The deficiencies you would have if you're lacking in zinc would be hair loss and slow healing. Body is not able to fight. Potassium is important too. It's not just from bananas. And this is your heart, your muscles, and hydration. You need the potassium. It's bananas, potatoes, coconut water. You can buy coconut from the store. It's water inside. But in the store-bought stuff, because again, we're not sure of what's in it. Because they lie so much. The FDA approves everything, and we out here getting sick, thinking we eating healthy. It's not fair. So if you have a deficiency in your potassium, it'll be muscle spasms, high blood pressure. May be a cause of why you have high blood pressure. Okay, the potassium, you don't have enough potassium. You're not eating things that's high in potassium or enough. Your body's not getting enough. Selenium, it's your thyroid, immunity. Brazilian nuts, it's not many places you can get this. So again, back to the nuts and whole grains. Low thyroid function. This is what's going to happen. It's going to happen if your body is not getting any of this. And the Brazil nuts, they're not cheap. I ain't gonna hold you, you know. Just think of nuts and whole grains when it comes to that selenium and low thyroid function. That's what's gonna happen if you're lacking in that. Copper. We don't even think these are things our body is needing. Our body produces, and if we're not feeding it the proper things, it's not going to produce it, and it's going to cause problems. So copper, it controls the red blood cells and energy. Not that it controls, but it helps to manage that. Again, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. And if you're copper deficient, you'll have like anemia and a lot of weakness. So you'll feel weak all the time and have that anemia. Iodine is something your body needs for thyroid health. Iodine. So foods like seaweed and iodinized salt. We have some. Seaweed. I don't do the seaweed, but I wouldn't mind incorporating it if need be. Celtic salt has iodine. I have to look that up. I'm not sure. Let me not say that. Chromium. It's the blood sugar balance. This is off for a lot of people. Blood sugar balances the blood sugar. Chromium. Foods like broccoli and whole grains. How many people eat broccoli every day? Whole grains every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You'll have a lot of deficiencies. There's cravings and it's insulin issues. You know, regulating that insulin will be a problem because you're not getting enough of chromium. So broccoli definitely should be high on the list. You're hearing broccoli. You know, you see these videos talking about broccoli is a fake, and child, get you some broccoli. So even when you're eating, your food may not be feeding you.
Well, broccoli to me sometimes tastes like blood a little bit.
Blood? You know what blood tastes like?
Metal. Tastes like metal.
Because you have, okay, it does. I mean, you have blood in your mouth before. But yeah. I don't know, I've been sauteing them. I like them. I like it steamed, and then I'll pan sear it with a little salt, pepper, and oil. And that's about it. If you want it a little kick, throw a little crushed red pepper in there. Your family. Today's grocery store's food is not the food our great-grandparents ate. You eat seaweed chips, sis? I was talking about you earlier. I said we need to have a dual stream and make bread. Would you do that for me? I want to make bread. Can you help me make bread? Can we make bread together? That would be great. We can simulcast and stream and make this bread. Because I don't want to sucker up and go get a bread machine. I want to do it the old-fashioned way. So I don't have a brick oven, but, you know, of course we can make do with that. So I definitely, when that's next year, I got to master that, okay? Got to master that. I really do, because I like bread, and the only one I can really have at this point is sourdough, and I can't use the all-purpose white flour. So I have to incorporate a type of flour that I can use besides that. And there's so many others, but the one that's going to make the sourdough bread closest to. So I'll look that up, and we'll go from there. Hey, cousin. Kitchen Medicine Cabinet. It's the new YouTube channel. Please go over to YouTube and check it out. I'm doing following right behind you, learning nutrition and preaching and teaching how to eat, because none of us were taught that. And our elders didn't have as much processed food that we have now. So they lived longer. Food was at least had some type of nutrients in it. So this is the new channel where we'll be sharing that kind of stuff. So, you know, the soil depletion equals low mineral content in the food. Ultra processed removes the vitamins. Long storage reduces the nutrients. So stuff that's sitting on shelves for a long time, even if they put a date on it, like it's been in the manufacturer probably 6 months before it came to the shelves in the store. So be mindful of that. All of the nutrients is lost. The minerals are lost. Produce picked unripe has fewer nutrients. If it's unripe and it's sitting in their trucks and it's being shipped to another part of the nation and then it's sitting in the back of the store until they bring it out and those bananas are green, they picked them way too soon. So it's going to have fewer nutrients. I mean, at this point, I think we don't care. We're so ignorant to it until we want clarity because of the symptoms and the illnesses and the deficiencies that we are having. Sad, you know, I'm just saying. The preservatives, they kill all the natural enzymes. It kills it all. It's not, you know, we put this in it to preserve it so it can last longer. Yeah, well, that's not good. So when I make my juices, if I don't drink it in 3 days, it needs to be poured out because it's not good no more. Stuff is supposed to go bad. If your apple and you slice it up and it hits the air and it's not turning brown, it's not a real apple. Something's wrong with that fucking apple. Excuse me. Sorry, Maddie's sitting right here. I'm just saying. Something is wrong with the apple, that it's not changing color. So when oxygen hits it, it's oxygenated. And, you know, it's supposed to start turning color. Unless you splash it with a little bit of lemon. You know, it'll hold that in a little bit longer, keep the pH balance in it. But with those preservatives, it's killing natural enzymes. So imagine what the preservatives are doing when it goes into your body. Artificial flavors, it tricks the brain and it increases your cravings. So anything that says artificial flavor, you know, like it's absolutely an addiction. It's causing addiction. You ever notice there's some things that you just cannot not have? Like, I need this because I'm addicted to it. That was a great conversation last night. People admitting in this place, I'm addicted to sugar. You know, I'm addicted to these meats and them hot dogs.
I also learned about unconscious bias.
Okay.
And it's like, so say this and like this plantain and then another one, but this one doesn't have like the black spots on it. You choose the one that doesn't have the spots on it
because you think it's better. Yes. That's good critical thinking. I like that.
And you think that you didn't choose the other one because you didn't like it, but you didn't choose it because you didn't choose it.
Yeah, but we gonna eat that plantain. Okay. Yeah, they don't. So the artificial flavors, they do trick your brain and it increases your craving. So be mindful. We made granola today, so if you're new, popping in, be sure to hit that like button. Check out the content. We're gonna keep rising to the top. In the kitchen say, give it all you got, give it all you got. I like that. Clip that. So the reasons to stay away from these stores with their foods and your addictions, because we all are. You know, I'm not sitting here perfect, unflawed. I absolutely did not know how to eat. So seed oils plus sugar create addiction and inflammation. So I talked about those oils that are not healthy for you. Vegetable oil, canola oil, it's quite a few. Check them out. Packaged foods replace whole foods. This is why we have a lot of deficiencies. These packaged foods replace whole foods. And the results that we're having, rising obesity, rising autoimmune disease, rising diabetes, rising infertility, rising hormone imbalance, rising digestion issues, rising childhood behavior disorders. It's the food. It's the food. When the nutrients disappears from the food, the ailments increase in the people, right? And that's exactly what we're seeing now. And I'm sorry. And if you want to learn something, if you want to enhance your knowledge, gain some understanding or clarity to getting back in the kitchen and eating clean, eating to live, you know, making your kitchen your medicine cabinet, making your kitchen your pharmacy and your hospital, you know, we might have a fighting chance. We're at least giving the younger generation a better opportunity, because we're not just telling them, we're modeling it. We got to show them. So I know a lot of people are coming along and wanting to learn about the medicinal herbs, and you have to be aware of self. That's a very big component. Only you know you. I can only do but so much. Genetic SNPs, explained simply, think of your DNA as a recipe book, and a SNP is a tiny typo. You know, it's the acronym SNP. It's pronounced SNP. And it means singular nucleotide polymorphism. All right. Most of these typos don't cause big problems, but your dish can still come out fine, and you know the typo won't change how the recipe cooks, but it might cook faster or it might cook slower. It's something really small, and it might use more ingredients or not enough, or it might burn easily. So this is exactly how SNPs work in your body. They change how well you process the nutrients, how you process hormones, how your body detoxes, and how your body breaks down herbs and medicines. So this is nothing a doctor will tell you. So you have to be mindful of how your body responds. And your body is going to respond to every herb that you put in it, just like all the ailments you're feeling now. Your body's responding to years of poor habits and eating empty carbs and empty protein, empty fats, nothing that's sustaining the nutrients and the minerals and vitamins that your body needs. So we start to feel it. You're going to feel it. That's when you know your body is deficient, because you're going to feel it. Your body's going to tell you, and we don't listen well enough, or we don't know what things to look for and what's missing. So that's why I gave you that synopsis of the minerals and vitamins that, you know, and if you are missing these things, what your body would feel like. So just be mindful, check into those SNPs, SNP, it's an acronym. And it's some herbs and adaptogens that everyone can take, and it's not going to affect anything. So, you know, most of the things that I really do talk about a lot are the good herbs that you don't have to worry about, but some, please do your research. Whatever ailment you got, do your research. Herbs that are gentle for almost everyone: chamomile, lemon balm, ginger, marshmallow root, slippery elm, nettle leaf, holy basil, and hibiscus. Most people bodies can handle these things, and they all have some great nutrients in them. Anti this, anti that properties all up in there. So do your research, come back into the kitchen medicine cabinet where we're going to learn some more. My granola has cooled. We are done, and we're going to get ready and prepared to make
Do you have a favorite catchphrase?
dinner. Do I have a favorite catchphrase?
Yeah.
Shame! Just one word. Shame!
That's your favorite one.
I think so. What do you hear me say a lot? A catchphrase.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
Shame.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
You about to go to jail.
You about to go to jail. You about to go to jail. Now you like that?
I like that if it don't apply, let it fly.
Yeah. Because why you getting mad? Why you getting mad? It must apply. All right, so you know how to, don't pop it where it's breaking all over the place. Okay, look, it's already coming up. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? I'm showing this piece right here. Let me get that. I'm breaking more fast before then. So this. Yep, this lift is still got to cool a little bit before you put it in, because it's just, we don't want it to crumble. There you go. Oh my goodness. You got a piece? That is delicious.
Oh, golden.
Look at that. So. Okay. I like that. You got chocolate in your mouth and lip. Thank y'all for chilling out with us.
Okay.
And make some granola. Talk about the nutrients. Oh, I taste them walnuts. For a small fee, I'll make you some and send it to you. I'll box it up and everything. Tell me what you want in it. Some people don't like this. Some people may be allergic to nuts, but they can have seeds. And some people can be allergic to seeds, can't have nuts. I mean, can be allergic to seeds, but can have nuts. So all our bodies are unique. And you should know what you can and can't have. If your body don't respond well to something after you eat it, you probably shouldn't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're like, maybe it was the restaurant or somebody poisoning. You know, your body said, I don't like that. We don't need that in here. So we're gonna look at you. Your mouth is drooling. Get back. Get back, girl. Get back.
I still have more chocolate on my face.
Add a little bit right there. On that side. That coconut gives it a nice pop too.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. See that? Can I have one more piece? One more?
Yes.
One more. See, it's all good, so that looks like a lot of flax seeds. That's a nice treat. That's when you want that. You craving the crunch, you craving the sugar. It's all in here, and it's healthy. I still shouldn't eat past 9. I'm like a gremlin. I eat late. I feel it in the morning. I do. I feel it in the morning. It's really noticeable. So, no more of that. Cheers. That last piece.
I'm full.
Salute to 1,000 watts for rocking with me the whole time in the back. So that light low fee you were hearing, go check out our guy and subscribe to his channel because definitely some relaxing tunes, you know. So if I don't catch you on the flip side in the comments after the stream is over, I see you on the next live. We getting in the kitchen. And what we making, I don't know.
Make a cake.
She will make some cakes. I don't know. What y'all doing tomorrow? You want to make a cake with Maddie? Let me know. What kind of cake? Nothing crazy. She is 11. Okay? We trying to get on nailed it on time.
I want to try and make ganache first.
A who what?
Ganache. It's just chocolate chips and cream.
Cypher did that before.
He did?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. It's like, what is that? But okay, I appreciate y'all pulling up, popping in. If you want to support the content, feel free to hit that Cash App. T-shirts by Nikki. You can go over to a Tribe Called Harris and support the stream there. Like, subscribe. We're monetized over there, so you know, super chat, super sticker, membership gift to someone, all appreciated. So salute to y'all. See you on the flip side. Thank you for coming by to the kitchen. We about to make some dinner. So peace out.